welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Noles will put total leather and we'll get started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built it.
And do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
On the ground, it's Young. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete on the right side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller against this pass rush.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires deep on the run. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, now on second down. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to Davis. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start in the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Touchdown tie! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They're just about ready to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be dragged down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Slips through the line, and the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking for room, it's Haynes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Alabama trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.